Indie games have been remarkable in 2023, and it seems like this isn't going to change anytime soon in 2024. In fact, we are starting off the first half of 2024 with a potential banger that goes under the name Manor Lords. This game impresses not just with its ambition and huge dedication from a very, very tiny development team consisting of one main developer, but also honestly with the sheer amount of AAA vibes this game is giving off in pretty much every aspect. And we are talking about the good AAA vibes here, not the disappointing ones. The graphics, the attention to detail, the way the various gameplay elements support and enhance each other, the thought and care that went into every single piece of implementation in this game makes it almost impossible to believe that this was achieved by such a small developer team. There have been multiple demos for this game by now, and even with the very limited features included in them, players still had an absolute blast playing this, and, quite frankly, haven't felt this excited about building, managing, and living in a medieval city in what feels like forever. So, if you are remotely into medieval strategy, city builder games with an emphasis on realism and historical accuracy, while still not losing out even a bit on the fun factor, then sit back, grab a cup of tea, and enjoy this video that hopefully is full of interesting and curious things for you to know. I have been following this game and its development history for a few years now, and have come to the conclusion that this may be one of the few games where the phrase, "if it looks too good to be true, it probably is," isn't the case. This game is built by an exceptionally talented, passionate, and communicative developer who values staying in touch and listening to his fanbase and target audience. It almost feels as if the developer himself became sick of the ever-rising greed and laziness in quite a few modern titles, so he took matters into his own hands and started working on his dream project, which over the couple of years gained a tremendous following. And that is always nice to see when hardworking developers get rewarded like this. There are several reasons why this game has accumulated a significant fanbase over the past couple of years that gets more and more excited the more we get to see and play here. Let's take a look at them. In order for us to do that, you'll need to understand what exactly this game's premise is and how it intends to entertain us players. Manor Lords is, in its essence, a strategy game with a strong emphasis on intricate, realistic medieval city building across multiple regions, each specialized and interconnected, along with a complex military system more akin to Total War than traditional city building games. I am especially excited for this military system, as the way it's designed, the consequences of your choices will have much more of an impact on you as a player, because your soldiers are not just random units on a screen that are easily replaceable with a few clicks in your barracks. No, every single soldier you send into battle is an actual villager of your settlement that also has a life besides fighting your wars. We'll take a little closer look at this later. For now, I want to show you undeniably one of the best aspects of this game, and certainly the biggest selling point for many, which is the game's freeform and gridless building system. This building system is highlighted as one of the most distinctive and praised features. Unlike many city building games that restrict you to placing buildings and roads on a predefined grid, Manor Lords allows you to place structures and roads anywhere you like. This means you can curve roads organically, fit buildings into unique spaces, and generally create a town layout that feels more natural and less like a pre-planned and restricted construction. This leads to more organic looking settlements. You can define areas for housing and other specific purposes. These zones are not restricted to square or rectangular shapes, but can be drawn to any shape to fit the available space or desired design. This means your residential areas, markets, and industrial zones can have unique shapes and layouts, which once again contributes to a more organic feeling. This also means that the game's environment plays a significant role in your building decisions. The lay of the land, such as hills, rivers and forests, influences where and how you place roads and buildings. The freedom to build however and wherever you want allows for, I dare say, unparalleled creativity, because players are not just following a template, they are genuinely designing a city from their imagination. This leads to a more personal and rewarding gaming experience, because players see their own unique vision come to life, and because you're not restricted to certain patterns or layouts. Each game can look entirely different, so this enhances the game's replay value, as you can experiment with different designs and strategies in each new playthrough. I'm pretty sure that by now you have seen for yourself that this game has a deep love for detail. This becomes especially clear when you take a look at how buildings buildings are constructed, piece by piece, as well as the intricate animations of workers and processes within the town, and the way every single piece of structure is designed. The game values historical authenticity, and the gameplay reflects and builds upon these details so well. For example, structures and settlements in the game are designed to reflect the architectural styles and materials used in the medieval period, so you will see and build structures that actually look and function like real historical buildings. When it comes to the game's graphics, this is another aspect where you are just thinking, how did one developer manage to pull this off? The visuals are, and this may sound a bit dramatic, but it's true, astonishingly beautiful for a project developed by a team this small. The changing seasons, weather effects, and very detailed environments work together flawlessly to ultimately create this ultra-atmospheric medieval experience. Now taking a look at its military aspect, Manor Lords features real-time battles, where players must strategically manage various factors like equipment, weather, and also morale. We haven't been able to experience this for ourselves yet, but we have seen that formations and tactics are crucial, whether it's forming a shield wall or executing a flank attack. Your decisions impact the battle's outcome. Manor Lords considers the terrain and weather, so there will be many factors at play here. So it's about smart planning and adapting to the challenges of medieval combat. Furthermore, what we do know is that players can manage hundreds of soldiers, deciding their formations and equipment, and there are options to change their melee stances, with units capable of using swords, spears or bows. The demos we have been able to play have been pretty limited, without even the option to save our game. But even with the limited features, it has become clear that this game has the potential to become one of the best medieval city building games of all time, even though there have been typical early game issues like logistics and pathfinding, along with the lack of certain comfort features. But these are all minor compared to the overall very positive experience. With that said, everything indicates that we are in for a real indie gem this year. I am once again asking you that if this video helped you out one way or another, to consider leaving a like. It really does make all the difference when it comes to my video's performance. See ya!